Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. This time we're taking a look at the 1998 Nissan Stagea 260 RS AutechVersion. This is our third Stagea to take on the course. Stageas are interesting because they're huge. They look like hearses. They're about the closest you can get to traditional Volvo wagons in this game. I really like the Stagea because it's mental, but yeah, that's basically what we've got here. Some call them the Skyline wagon, not necessarily true, but in terms of statistics, they're pretty Skyline-esque. Four-wheel drive, 636 horsepower, 1,468 kilos. This is the most powerful Stagea to take on the course. We had the Turismo Stagea, which just about crept into the under 30 club, so we'll see how this race modded version gets along. Interesting race mod. I like the logo on the front, the little Autech thing. Very cool. Yellow and green, interesting colour scheme. I think it has the worst wheels on any race mod that I remember seeing. But other than that, very, very cool. I hope the Stagea does well, because I like these things. Anyways, it is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track. It is Stage 4 Turbo, so prepare for all the turbo noises. This car is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Mitsubishi GTO LM Edition, set a time of 27.223. This Stagea is unlikely to beat that. In terms of Stages, out of the two we've had, the Turismo version is easily the quickest. That's at a time of 29.8 something, somewhere around there, 29.8. So if this can beat that, then it's done its job. We've also had a Stagea RS4, that only had about 450 horsepower, and that was very slow, actually. Okay, you can spin this out, that is very interesting to know. We have got a 5-speed, okay, I was thinking this might be a 4, but it's a 5. Might have to do some jiggling with the first and second throw, because it does take a while for the power to come on because Stage 4 Turbo. As we've mentioned before, Stage 4 Turbos are the craziest of all the turbos you can get, and they don't really benefit the cars too well around here. You want a Stage 3 Turbo, so you can have the turbo always spooling, as opposed to in this, where basically it's just hit about 4,000 RPM and then fly, which it makes these a little bit obnoxious to drive, but of course the whole point of the series is everything is fully upgraded, so that means it doesn't matter if it's would be better with a Stage 3 Turbo, you know. In an ideal world, you'd spend 2 hours tuning this car, getting it fully prepped and ready for the course, and use all the optimum parts and all the rest of that bollocks. But we don't do that because this is Gran Turismo, and the whole point of Gran Turismo 2 is you just, whatever makes the horsepower number go bigger, that's what you put in the car. 29.518, which I think puts it right around sort of Delta territory. That actually might make it quicker than a couple of Skylines that we've had. Where are all the Skylines? Yes, actually it is quicker than some of the Skylines we've had. It's hard to keep track of where all the Skylines go. Ironically, I still think even to this day the quickest Skyline we've had is actually the 4-door version of it. So there could be something in that when it comes to Stages. Although off the top of my head, this is probably, I would say, as good as the Stagea is going to get, but, you know, if, like, the 1997 Stagea Autech only goes up to a Stage 3 Turbo, maybe that'll be the best it gets. It's also interesting to note, in terms of, like, actual speed, this isn't too far off, like, GTO LM, that's running out of course at the moment. So all of this time is lost through the corners, because it is a big, heavy beast, but whether it's a big heavy beast or not, it's still very, very quick. So, it's done good, and it has actually beaten a whole load of Skylines, actually. So, good on the Stagea Autech. Interesting car, as I said. It's fascinating how these things drive. They're not great, but they're a good laugh. Let's put it that way. That was the quickest lap out of all of them. I'm not really surprised. I think there is probably a little bit of time in this. I think there's like a 29.4 in there, but it's sketchy to drive this. It's really sketchy, so not the best. Anyways, 29.518 places it exactly into 50th place. Goes in between the Lancia Delta HF Integrale and the Ford Escort Rally Car. Now, as I mentioned, it's quicker than an R33, quicker than almost all the R32s that we've had go around, apart from the original V-Spec, which for some reason was monstrously quick. And, of course, that four-door Skyline. So, if you choose between the four-door Skyline and the Stagea, maybe choose the four-door Skyline, but the Stagea is still pretty rad. Yeah, it's quick. It really is quick. That's very, very good. It beats, like I say, Skylines. So, if you're choosing between a Skyline and a Stagea that isn't the four-door Skyline, or the V-Spec R32 for some reason, pick the Stagea, apparently, because it's quicker. Anyway, that is it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I'll be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.
Just where my hopes and dreams are going. I'll only you back. Got up in a wall that you are not part of. Eyes on the slit of your father with love.